Hi, welcome to this Monday's video. I'm Katja. I'm a love coach and conscious sexuality coach for women. I do this work for liberating us humans into our true essence, into that which we truly, purely are at the very core of our beings. Today I want to talk about emotions, and I'm coming to you from a space of feeling emotionally pretty turmoiled myself. So I want to say this up front for honoring integrity, that what I'm sharing with you in this video is something that I'm very much practicing myself, and sometimes not doing such a good job at it, and sometimes doing a good job at it. So it always changes, and nevertheless the practice of being and feeling my emotions has really changed my life for the better, definitely also for the more intense experience of life. So I do believe, or I do notice, that when we allow ourselves to feel more deeply, we obviously start feeling pain more deeply, we start feeling the suffering in the world more profoundly, and because we start caring more, like our empathetic nature, which we all have, we're all empathetic beings, but we just have it activated to different degrees. So the more we can become empathetic with ourselves, the more we feel ourselves more, the more we can feel the world around us more. So we have become more sensitive. We're sensitizing ourselves, and this can be hard at times. So don't be too hard on yourself with this. This is like the biggest thing I can tell you, and that I want to give you on this way, that it's so important. And again, I need to remind myself of this again and again as well, that it's so important to be gentle with ourselves as we are sensitizing ourselves through doing this emotional work. We are becoming more sensitive of the world around us, and this can feel very heavy at times. So and then again, it becomes important to hold ourselves kindly and understandingly, and with compassion and love. And well, I like to say, you cannot love yourself because you already are love, and you already are loved. So you can only relax into this love, really. So with that being said, what I want to share with you today is the importance of allowing our emotions. And a few months ago, I think I recorded another video to this, to come into a state of allowing. You can rewatch this video. It's a little meditation I share in there. I'm going to put the link up there or there. And in that video, I guide into a meditation to come into the state. So I actually really recommend you doing that as well, to get a grasp and an idea of what I'm also talking about, but we're going to go into it here as well, actually. So what I have found is that our emotions cause us the most suffering, and a lot of teachers from the realm that I come from and am in teach that as well, that when we feel an emotion and we suppress it, it actually hurts us the most. So what can we do? We need to allow it. We need to practice allowing it. And by that, we automatically give it space to release itself. So in the spiritual world, we often also hear this: you need to let go of this, let it go, let it go, let it go. And we start putting this pressure on ourselves of wanting to let go of something. And by wanting to let it go so hard, that thing actually stays even clingier, because our emotions, our feelings are here to tell us something. And if we are wanting to get rid of that without having gone into contact with it, it's not going to leave. It's staying until we learn the lesson that it has to teach us. So when you're feeling an emotion, I'm going to share the practice with you, the beginning of the practice that I also do with my clients in the sessions. And I am oftentimes going deeper in sessions with clients, which I won't go in the video because simply because I don't know who's watching, I don't know what you're experiencing, and I can only give you a couple of steps so far in this frame of interaction. And the other steps you would need to take with a practitioner, with a coach like me, or with somebody who does this kind of work, where we can work with you individually, with what you're experiencing individually, to go deeper. But there is a very powerful first step, so to say, or a couple of first steps that already are so beautiful to practice. So I am inviting you, if you want to go along, or if you just want to listen and then do it for yourself afterwards, to get into a comfortable seated or even lying down position, and then going into feeling, into allowing yourself to feel the emotion, whatever you're feeling. And this emotion, you want to start scanning your body and look for where in your body can you feel this emotion, where can you feel this emotion as a physical sensation in your body. And then it can be helpful to place your hand where you are feeling it. It can be helpful, it doesn't need to be. You can also put your hand wherever you want. And then when you located the physical location of that emotion, the accompanying physical sensation to this emotion, you're going to connect to it, or allow yourself to drop into it. You're really surrendering into this physical sensation. So it's like you're really becoming intimate with it. Instead of what we often do is like, oh my God, I have all these thoughts in my head. I feel like I'm all the time up in my head. We go like, okay, I'm having so many thoughts in my head. How does that feel in my body? So for me right now, it feels like a heaviness and, like a kind of dizziness in my head. So I give myself to it. Breathing is always good and useful. So as I'm noticing that my thoughts are actually getting less, I'm noticing like the flickering in my brain, in my head space. And I'm just giving myself to that. So you can do this. You are literally giving yourself into this. You're surrendering into this. You are almost becoming this, merging yourself with this physical sensation. And usually you can notice that something shifts. Like if you watched me, maybe you saw that I took a deeper breath. So there was a release happening energetically. Emotion stands for energy in motion. So if we actually allow ourselves to feel what we're experiencing, the energy moves and circulates and frees itself. So we become a more clear channel again for all the good energy that also wants to flow through us, like for all the cosmic delight. So yeah, this is really like the first step of the process. There is more steps that come with that. And I guess this is a little bit too much to go into this video. Like, there is one thing I want to share with you. What you can do is when you are surrendering to this feeling, to the physical sensation, and you're coming to a space of a calmness, when you notice that something shifts, when you notice that you're not fighting it much anymore, but you're more in the state of allowing, you can ask this emotion or this physical sensation, you can ask, hey, what is your purpose in my life? What is it that you need? What is it that you really want or need? You can ask these questions inside to this part of yourself, and then just listen for what comes up intuitively. You just listen. And the first thing that comes up is the response. Everything else that you're placing after that is usually is again the mind and the mental chatter coming in. So because sometimes these responses, because they're so intuitive, we can be like, oh my God, is that really it? That was so easy. Or we can question it because it comes either so easily and quickly, or because it seems so simple, or because it's also something that we may not have expected. But often it's actually because it's quite simple, and because we actually know it on some level, but we just never give it space, that response, that deeper need of ourselves to come up. So when you ask yourself the inner question, just listen for what comes up first. This is your intuition speaking, the body speaking. And then you have your answer. And then you can basically thank yourself and thank this emotion for the information it has given you. And you can stay a little bit in this state, in this feeling of surrender, of relaxation. And you can take this slowly with you into your day. There's no need to separate this practice from the rest of your life. You're welcome to take this energy with you into your life as far as you can, and then come back to it when you feel like there is another part that wants to be listened to. And yeah, just take this tool with you, and there's no need to force it, to always do this. I think it's so important that we are gentle with ourselves on this healing journey, because we can, in this personal development work and healing, we bring this patriarchal conditioning of go, get it done, and we want to just like get the quick fix, and we want to have it fast, and we want to just be healed already, and we just want to like be this perfect version of ourselves already. But it's really a process, and it doesn't end. It doesn't end as long as we're on earth, I guess, because, well, maybe it ends at some point, or it transforms in some form, but there's always stuff that you're going to feel, and sometimes it's your stuff, and sometimes it's stuff from the world around you, because you're a sensitive being. So there's always something to transform for the greater good, actually. And that's okay. And sometimes you're going to do a great job, and sometimes you're going to fuck up, as I feel like I'm more doing at the moment. But just actually guiding this little video, it already shifted something in me as well. So I just want to let you know that it is often the little things that help. So I hope this was useful. I'm curious to hear from you. You can let me know, as always, in the comments. Give this video a like if it helped you, and subscribe to the channel, because I'm making Monday videos, weekly videos each Monday. So thank you so much for being here, and have a good week.